From the health sector to education, Operation Dudula delivered notices to several schools in Soweto, warning them not to admit children who are not South African citizens. Operation Dudula leader Zandi Dabula accused government institutions of sidelining South Africans in favor of undocumented foreign nationals.
We've been to 4 schools now, and all schools have acknowledged and have signed off the letter of receipt, and we are glad that they do.
What are the wrongs that are happening in the schools?
The wrongs that are happening in the schools. They're admitting that there are undocumented foreigners in the schools. The Bila Act, he outlined wonke ama documents when they admit these kids. And it's very sad in all the schools, they have Basutus, they are undocumented because the department has issued an instruction that they need to admit them, whether they're documented or not.
Yeah, but there's a court case on that. You don't know about
what happened to the. Do you know about the court case?
I'm saying, do you know about the court case?
What happens to the strain that we are facing as the citizens of
No, Tina Pella, we found ourselves in the middle of it. Because you must remember, constitutional.
But why is the department not fighting back?
We have a constitutional obligation. All children of a school-going age must be in a class.
No, the Constitution is protecting the citizens of the country and not everyone. I know that
that's the Constitution,
Dudula. You're going to tell me that the Constitution says for all who lives in
of school-going age.
Our Constitution.
I'm saying in a constitution
must be in the classroom.
We've got an obligation as a department.
Yeah.
There is no limited
of a school-going age must be in a classroom.
But what happens?
And those that
it says limited. Let's not forget about the limited resources.
Those. No, but
it talks about limited resources.
Not only foreigners are undocumented. There are South Africans who are also documented, who are also undocumented.
It's not only foreigners.
It's not only
That's
foreigners.
very technical.
I've been to a school and it's very disappointing that
it's not only foreigners that are
South Africans
that are undocumented.
Correct.
So that's why the court case.
That's right.
They said you don't look at the document
because it's not their responsibility to fight back.
Okay, why is the department not fighting back?
My goddess, there is another fire in the mountain in South Africa. Now, Operation Dudula has moved from chasing foreigners from their hospitals from now entering public schools. They are saying that foreigners whose children are in South Africa cannot attend public schools. In fact, they've gone to meet the principals of the schools in South Africa and they've warned them that coming next school year, they won't be tolerating foreigners' kids or undocumented migrant kids from their public schools, and that if they wish, they should go to the private schools. But there is a caveat. I mean, the principal was trying to educate them that there is a caveat. The caveat is that the Constitution of South Africa states that all children of school-going age must be in school, regardless of their documentation, their status, whether legal or illegal, they should go to school. It doesn't say that all children, all South African children. And so that's where the caveat is. And that's where the problem is. Again, South Africa has its own problems. In fact, there are some South Africans who are undocumented. They are real South Africa, born and raised in South Africa, but they are still undocumented in South Africa. So now, from the angle of where Operation Dudula is coming from, where they will be coming to the school gate to check documents, what will happen to those parents or those South Africans who do not have documents?
I'm saying, do you know about the court case?
What happens to the strain that we are facing as the citizens of
No, Tina Pella, we found ourselves in the middle of it. Because you must remember, constitutional.
But why is the department not fighting back?
We have a constitutional obligation. All children of a school-going age must be in a class.
No, the Constitution is protecting the citizens of the country and not everyone. I know that we're getting to a point where you're going to tell me that the Constitution says for all who lives in it. I get that's our Constitution.
No, I'm not going there. I'm saying in a constitutional, we've got an obligation as a department.
Yeah.
All children of a school-going age must be in a classroom.
But what happens?
And those that
it says limited. Let's not forget about the limited resources.
No, but it
talks about limited resources.
We're managing the resources.
No, you're not managing.
Those that are are not documented.
Yeah.
It's not only South Africans, you know that.
It's not only foreigners.
It's not only foreigners.
Yes. I've been to a school and it's very disappointing that
it's not only foreigners
yes,
that are
South Africans
that
too.
are undocumented.
Correct.
So that's why the court case, then they said you don't look at the document as a Department of Education. You look at the child.
Okay, why is
that
the department not fighting back? Why is it?
Maybe they will find them, they will ask them to speak Zulu like they're doing other, because don't forget, in the hospitals, some people come and show document, but if you can't speak Zulu, you are not a South African. That's what they are happening. So that is what they are doing. And they went and they had a very good dialogue with the principals. Some of the principals, I mean, they told them, and some said that their hands are tied. They cannot do anything about it.
There's a court judgment which said to us, a child must be in a class, whether documented or undocumented. And we it's upon us then as a department to make sure that we work very closely with all the affected parties, be it the parents, and make sure that we assist them. And we normally put an emphasis to parents that the disadvantage about educating a child that does not have documents, when you reach grade 12, you're going to be given an opportunity to write. The challenge is that you won't be resulted.
Now, in another case too, the economic freedom fighters, led by Julius Malema, they've reported Operation Dudula for controlling the hospital and allowing a foreigner child to die. Now, if you can remember, I brought you a story of how a foreigner child was refused from getting healthcare in 3 different hospitals in South Africa. As a result, the boy died. And the lady or the mother of the boy described the people at the hospital to be wearing green and mentioned their name to be Operation Dudula. Or she just described them as wearing green. As a result, economic freedom fighters have gone to make official complaint to the police reporting Operation Dudula.
On the 31st of August, there was a lady whose child was sick, she needed medical care, was stopped from entering clinics in Alexander, 2 clinics turned away by people who identify as Dudula. In another clinic, there's a healthcare member who says they were told by members of Dudula not to allow them to access, health care. Yeah. And eventually the child died, and that is when we said as the EFF, but this is not what we think should be happening in society. Our clinics, our schools, now that they're saying they're going to school, cannot be border posts where people are stopped and asked to produce whatever, documentation. We agree to people being documented. We agree to that, but there is a point and there's an element that has to be controlled. You can't have civilians who go to clinics and schools demanding kids, demanding sick people to step aside, to be turned away from accessing, primary health care, which this kind of stance, according to us, has far-reaching, consequences in that you are going to turn away people from attending to clinics. And then, because you turn them away, the sicknesses, become worse. And then we come and complain, we say we have problems of beds in hospitals, which are issues we could have attended to in clinics. So our case is that Operation Dudula and the leader of Operation Dudula must answer for barring the mother and barring even South Africans as well across Gauteng, even in Soweto, must answer for that. And we consider this first against the law, constitutional against the Section 27. 2, this is very cruel and inhumane.
But Operation Dudula have denied the rumors and saying that they don't wear green, so it can never be them. They have, however, asked the South African police SAPS to investigate the issue to the core.
No, I don't even want to respond to baseless allegations, because firstly, that's what I talked about earlier this afternoon, asking and pleading with, our reporters that they need to report the, actual news, the truth. When listening to an interview that was done by Zola in Alexander, when interviewing the mother of the late young man, the mother said 3 times and mentioned that the people that have blocked her were wearing green T-shirts. Now, Operation Dudula, we don't wear green t-shirts, we wear our white t-shirts. Now, looking at how the media had portrayed the whole thing, making it look as if that lady kept saying that Operation Dudula blocked her from accessing the healthcare, which, yes, we do block people from healthcare facilities. But with that one particular, we're going to have to wait for investigations to be concluded, because as they say that they have opened a criminal charges against myself and the organization, and we really cannot comment on that much. But we're just questioning how, our journalists are reporting such matters, and it should not be like that. It shouldn't be biased.
Now, what is your take on this story? Is Operation Dudula doing the right thing by chasing out foreigner kids from their public schools, or you think this time they are wrong? Don't forget to leave your comment in the comment section.